43.
43. I was like, are you older than me?
My birthday
I am
is-
older than you.
Thank God.
I'm older than both of you.
Yes, we know.
Thank goodness. You and Jeff.
You're older than all three of us.
No.
I can't believe Jeff went home.
When Jeff went home, I was not the oldest.
Well, it kind of bums me out because now we're, getting into our Stranger Things, and he made that comment how he finds the actress who plays 11
Annoying.
annoying.
I know.
What's Millie Bobby Brown?
Yeah.
Mr. Antisocial.
And frankly, I actually just the opposite. When I first,
it's not the character, it's her, he says.
that's exactly my point. I like 11.
I don't know anything about her as a person.
But I've been watching her on interviews lately, like on Jimmy Fallon and on Beyond
I think
Stranger
she holds
Things.
herself really well.
I think she's charming as hell.
So can you pull up an interview, like the Jimmy Fallon interview?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
I have never seen her outside of Stranger Things.
She's cute. She's a doll.
So
let's see here.
While we're all munching on popcorn, and we can turn the microphones off, we can listen to. Or I can just push it away.
Just push it away.
Anyways, my birthday is November 28th.
Oh, okay. Right after Thanksgiving.
Sometimes it falls on Thanksgiving.
My
It sucks because there's nothing to do.
My sister is in the same boat. Her birthday is November 21st. So, depending on how.
When I was little, it would fall on Thanksgiving like every 4 years. And it was fine because then it was like we go to my aunt's house and like everybody was there, so I'd get more presents.
You were here. You were just kicking off this crazy whirlwind of a year.
Yeah.
You had a great year.
It was a really good year. I was really happy with it.
What?
It was crazy, and now this year's kind of even
She's
more.
British?
Yes, she is.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a doll. I just love her.
Around the world. I mean,
Yeah.
it starts, obviously, that's how people get famous. But, I
Yeah.
mean, there you go. You're on the cover of these magazines.
Yeah.
By the way, looking so gorgeous. And, both
Thank
these.
you.
Congratulations.
I like Eddie Wilson. Oh, she's upside down.
I think
Do you
she's
like,
super cute.
doing the
I think so,
photo
too.
shoots? Do you like going to awards? You've won so many awards, too.
I mean,
Yeah, thank you for coming to the Golden Globes.
oh my god, that was so fun!
It was fun, right?
Oh, I loved it.
I had no idea she was British.
You were the best.
Yes, thank you.
I love seeing the whole gang.
It was so fun. I feel like award shows for me are just so interesting because, like, obviously I love being there and I'm so grateful to be there. But like, I just get so hungry. So like,
Yeah, there's not really food.
no, there's
with
no
those.
food. Like, and when there is food, they're like, eat it now or it's gone. And I'm like, okay. So I like, and then I had the hiccups. So it's like awful, right? So I'm just like, so I just kind of, I just never eat. So I put like, it's like a decision either like with my Nutella sticks.
I get
or
why
my
Jeff
phone
says
in my
she's
bag.
annoying.
Which one would
I get why
take?
Jeff says
So
it.
I chose my food.
Why?
So there I am.
It's
at
like
Golden Globes,
I'm like it's like
so good.
Yeah.
She's a kid.
I know.
I hate it when they use that.
And you know what? We do that.
Yeah, but I mean,
So
Like,
good.
yeah, we do that all the time. I edit the show. I know what we say all the time.
Now it is like one of the most popular costumes. All around the world. But I mean,
So crazy.
isn't it cool that everyone? I mean, last year, did you see that as well? People dressing up as you guys.
Yeah, I did, but like, I can't really like think about it too much. Because if I think about it, it freaks me out. So like, grown men are dressing
like-
up as me.
Yeah, that's. The
I can see why Jeff would find that annoying. I just think she's charming as hell.
And people are really funny, and I get to see all those videos and pictures. But like, I'm a big fan of Halloween. Like, I would dress up all the time. But I feel like this year I'm gonna come like, I'm just gonna let everybody else dress up. But I did kind of find a costume that's kind of perfect for me.
I know the costume that you found because I have a video of you trying it on. I think it's gonna work for you, but your entrance was a little shaky. Here's Millie with her new costume that she might wear tonight.
I kind of want that costume. That's neat.
I mean, yeah, you gotta go with Baymax. How does that work? That's the best costume.
My dad, like, we go into a Halloween store. My dad's like, I dare you to get that, and I dare you to go into the lobby of the hotel and like ask for a room key in it. Yes, I'll do it. So I put it on. I went in there and I was like, hi, can I have a room key for like da-da-da? And they were like, yeah, can I see your ID?
Yeah. Do you change your voice when if you're in that?
You know, I feel like Baymax has a very monotone voice.
Your Baymax impression? I love your family, by the way. I've met them last time they were here.
Crazy.
But, oh, they're so cute. Oh my God, your little sister. Is...
She's so annoying.
No, it's so cute. Oh, she's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, last year you guys You and the cast dressed up.
Yes, I remember this.
Oh, this is cute.
So bad.
Just explain it to me again, because I know
It was just such a weird picture.
Finn is a.
Is a whoopee.
How did he get in that costume, and what is he doing?
So I honestly don't really. I think Sadie and Gaten look the best.
Yeah.
It just makes me laugh. And so then there's Noah and I. And Noah and I had a very interesting story because Noah, I was like, Noah, it was like last minute, we had 5 minutes. I was like, Noah, grab any costume, just like, I don't even care. So he goes into like Walmart or whatever, and he's grabbing the costumes, and it's like size 15, that'll fit both of us, it's fine. We get there to this neighborhood, and he's like, okay, put it on. No, it's a size 5. It's for a 5-year-old, okay? He didn't see the one, like, he thought there was a 1 in front of it. It was clearly not.
He's
Not
almost
size 15. Yeah.
Like, we're not 15,
we're not
we can
15.
fit in it, yeah.
So we, like, got scissors and we cut it. So I was a bit of the Flash. He was a bit of Harley Quinn. So we, like, cut it and we...
If you look at the suit, you can see that.
I mean,
Oh yeah, I see where you cut
five-year-old
it.
Halloween costume. Look at it, barely goes up to his shirt.
That's hilarious.
Bellman. It looks like a Bellman zombie.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's the greatest.
It's really great.
Did anyone recognize that it was the cat? You guys at all?
There was like one group that was like, hey, you guys
What's
are
going
like
on?
parts of Stranger Things. And it was like,
Oh, I don't know why that's
Take care,
playing.
guys.
yeah, okay.
Take care, man.
Trick or treat. Let's go to this house.
I don't know why that's playing.
I think she's super cute.
Yeah, I mean, she's a 12-year-old girl. I mean, she's like a 12-year-old girl,
She's not 12.
but she's
She
like
is
one.
a 12-year-old girl.
She's not 12.
No, she's probably 14 or 15 or 16.
Whatever.
I think she's
Yes,
super cute.
I can see why Jeff finds her annoying because the whole like thing, like.
Like.
All right.
like.
Well, but let's talk about the series in itself.
Stranger
All right.
Things, yes.
I do have one question about the series
Okay.
because they kept showing it, and I can't figure out what the reference is. The license plate
The license plate.
on the Camaro.
Oh,
License plate.
license. What's it say?
Piece 281, PCE 281.
Hang on, let's look that up. I honestly don't know.
Is
I
that
remember
it?
seeing it.
I always
Because I'm like, they show it so often that it's.
I always
gotta
took
be a
It's got to be a
reference.
reference of some kind.
yeah, I always
Yeah.
took the reference as being this is a California dude, but I didn't.
Oh, the bully. Is that what we're talking about? The bully?
Yeah, the
Camaro?
bully, the
Which I'll
Camaro.
get into that
But I was
because-
looking more at the license plate in particular
On the
because it
Camaro, yeah.
seems like it's featured
Yeah.
as some sort of. So I didn't want to look it up before I got here because I wanted to see if anybody knew what that reference was.
No, I don't know what that is.
Trade?
Trade.
Okay, popcorn. We're trading. What are we trading here?
Skinny Pop for Movie Pop.
Oh,
Well, it's
okay.
salt and pepper.
Oh, okay. But
Right.
it's still Skinny Pop.
What's up with this thing? Why is it running like crap?
No, it's
Um,
good, huh?
Don't shush me. I'm trying to get sponsors here. I'm trying to get us paid.
Skinny Pop?
Skinny Pop. Please pay us.
Oh, this is so much better. What the fuck is this shit?
Jay's always bringing popcorn. Oh, apparently my internet is down. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Is the internet working on your end?
It was slow earlier.
Well, that's irritating.
Some pages would come up and then some pages would be like, try again.
I'm gonna try cellular.
Yeah, we can look that up here. Hang on.
Whoa.
Oh, that's your phone. My bad. No wonder I couldn't pick it up. That's the wrong size. Nobody has a comment for that one? Just volleyed it. Y'all missed it.
Do we need to comment for that one?
Come on, it was a segue.
I missed it.
I'm sorry, I grabbed Jay's. It was too small.
It was the wrong size.
Wrong size.
Genetics.
Genetics.
I would beg to disagree with that.
I'm begging you not to tell me anything. Hang on, my voice recognition just took that down. Let's come on. I'm begging you not to tell me anything. Garth Brooks, ask me how I know how to like that. All right, hang on.
What, Gert?
Stranger Things license plate. 2XW91E1. Spoilers, Stranger Things.
That's not it, because
That's
if
not
it's
it.
if it's
Wow.
Indiana plate,
Because it was PCE something.
Let's try that. PCE 235.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Billy's Camaro has a blue license plate that says PCE 235. I gotta tell you though, as far as while I'm waiting for this to come up, the ad for Stranger Things, the Thriller ad for season 2, that was pretty damn cool.
I'm guessing your wife is home.
I'm guessing so too.
Amber!
woo!
No, it's not really coming up. It just says that's what it is. I have no idea if it's something special or not.
Stop, dude.
Okay.
It's Ambular.
Somebody got back from the
Smells terrible.
What do you
What you
mean?
guys been doing?
Oh, it's probably
doing some stuff.
like what?
I don't know.
Well, there's a bunch of leftovers in the fridge in the garage.
You boned your head, now you're brain dead.
Oh, she was brain dead already.
Aww.
Smells.
I like your
That's
flannel, by the way.
Hi, Ambular.
She just picked that up yesterday.
Just saying, I like your flannel.
Please
'Cause
tell
I
me
like
this
flannels.
was not the work costume you had to wear all day long.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
She shakes her head. Those are antlers with bells on them, by the way. Jingle, amber, yeah.
Yeah, 2 to 11. That was
Hold on.
one shift.
My wife would love to watch this.
Oh, you can do a video?
Oh no, just give me a smile, baby. All right.
Yeah, Claudia's going
You're
like
trying
that.
to get treated, hot guy. Did you kill yourself? Does your brain still work?
Well, it's actually fortuitous that you
I
got
was
here.
just thinking that because I'm sure she saw it too.
She did. Stranger Things. We're talking about Stranger Things. We just started talking about it.
Things. We just started.
Now, Jeff, before he left, made the comment that he did not like Millie Bobby Brown. He thought 11 was fine, but he just didn't like the actress. And from the interviews you and I have watched, I think she's really cute. She's really a fun little girl. But as far as the show's concerned, we were just getting around to starting on talking about the show. And you said you had a question about the license plate, but we didn't figure that one out.
Yeah.
Gotta do something about it.
Although I will say to that character, Billy, or whatever his name is that what it was? Bobby,
Yeah.
Billy, something like that? Billy. I was kind of disappointed that he and his sister didn't play some kind of connection role to what was going on. They were literally typical antagonists. They were just, he was the typical antagonist, just a human, and she was the love triangle thing. I kind of was hoping it would come out later that she also was like 11 or some other weird thing connected to the actual
Which one?
the
Four?
the
Little
two new
redheaded
characters,
girl?
the little redhead girl and the bully.
Her
Oh,
sister.
He was a
okay.
Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of thought there would be, because they were really mysterious about them not liking each other, and telling the brother telling the sister to stay away from the guys, the young guys.
Well, I think there's
No,
more
just
to
that
it.
one guy.
Yeah. Which kind of makes
And
you
I'm
go,
like, why?
I
why?
think there's
Because
more.
he's the
'Cause
nerd.
he's black?
Because he's black. Yeah, that's what was my question too.
I think there's more to it because those particular characters are supposedly inked in for the third season.
I hope they pay it off, because I really thought that they could have been something else, and for them to just be normal, like for him to just be a normal bully. And I do empathize. I do appreciate what they did with him being bullied by his dad or his stepdad or whatever the situation was with that.
It was that. No, that's his real dad.
His real dad. Because
Trade.
Earl's like, I don't want to trade.
No.
Uh-huh.
Stop.
I see where you're going, because I was expecting him to be like come in and kick ass, or come in and do something, and not just be an asshole the entire.
Well, I think they played it weird, because at some points he would turn to Steve and make some comment about him being cool as well,
Right.
but then make a snide comment on the way out. Like,
Yeah, but that's
there's other women out there, and as he walks out of the shower, I'll be sure to leave you a few. You
Right.
know, like.
Well,
okay.
I kind of thought the way up until they showed the mom and dad scene, I
when he
thought
got attacked in the bedroom
yeah.
by his dad. Yeah.
I kind of thought that those two were the
Like what?
Paul Reisner character's kids.
Huh.
I kind of had that perception.
Paul Reisner's.
Paul Reiser's the one who took over for.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Modine's
Matthew
character.
Modine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this thing.
Yeah.
By the way, before I forget, there's turkey meal for you in the. Okay, just letting you know.
I've had 3 pieces of pizza, a little tiny bit of a sandwich, some chips, and 2 cookies since 2 o'clock. I'm good.
All right, I'll eat it later then.
That's like a
That's like a
snack.
9 hour.
That's a snack. Girls like that's a
That's like
snack.
a 9 hour span though.
Yeah, but they fed us well.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I didn't win any of the prizes though.
Oh, okay. What were the prizes? Just out of curiosity.
Like
What?
$100 to Amazon, $100 to
Oh.
Costco, stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool. But anyway, yeah, I was kind of hoping it would pay off a little bit more. Although
Well-
in the Beyond Stranger Things, Paul Reiser talks
Claudia
about
says that.
how his character in this is kind of an amalgamation between his character in Diner and
Huh.
Aliens,
Did you kill anybody?
and kind of this. He's like, I'm pretty sure I got the job because of Aliens. Is pretty much what he says.
Yeah.
I was really excited when I saw that he was in it. I was like, what?
Because
I was-
most people think Mad About You
I
or Diner.
love
even.
Mad About
But for me,
You.
it's Aliens. It's
No,
always Aliens.
For me, it was when he was a stand-up comedian.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
His stand-up
His
was
stand-up was really
funny
good.
as good.
Yeah.
For me, it's all about Mad About You.
I love Mad About You.
I love that show.
But the movie, the
It
thing
was
I've
good
watched the
too.
most is Aliens with him.
But I actually enjoyed him in this.
He was great.
He was good.
And like Modine kind of had this kind of gray area, but he turned out to actually be creepy. Whereas Paul Reiser had this gray area, and he kind of turned out to be a good guy.
Yeah.
Right,
kinda
which I
dug
love that. I love that.
I
And
like that
was,
character
I was
arc.
kind of worried about him. I was like, is he gonna like with
Well, he did threaten the
with what,
kids.
Bob?
The cop or
No,
No,
Bob.
what's his
Bob
name?
was
Oh, Bob.
The boyfriend?
Sean Astin.
I was
like-
I was gonna wait on that.
Yeah,
But no,
let's
like,
wait
we
on
can get into
Sean.
that one.
Yeah, let's wait on
Because he's
Sean.
the
Sean
big
Astin.
thing in this season.
Yeah.
But you know, I thought Paul was great. I thought the bully Billy and Billy.
I'm still like you said. I'm trying to figure out how that plays in because, to me, that whole I can understand the Max character.
Yeah,
trying to find
Mad
it.
Max. Yeah.
But the whole Billy character, there really was.
It was too one-dimensional.
It was a filler.
Yeah, that's what I felt like too. I'm hoping they pay it off next season.
Yeah, but like I said,
It was a filler, but we don't. They kind of go into the kids' home life, and all of the kids' home
one
life.
scene.
Hang on.
One scene.
Well, he's talking about all the kids, not just him.
all the kids' home life, especially in this season a little bit more with the little sister. You know, you already know.
Why are you calling?
Yeah. Okay.
And to set it up is like they set it up a little bit wrong. Is you thought these two kids were special because you never saw the parents, you never saw anything but him being an asshole.
Yeah.
You saw like I'm not. You know, he turns to that one girl.
not
and-
my sister.
Yeah, she's not my sister.
I felt like there was something more weird there, though.
Yeah,
Like
so
it should have been.
So
You
and
felt like
they,
it
they,
was that
they
way.
set that up to like you're like, okay, are these two like special? Or did they murder somebody in California and are escaping something?
Because he was like, you're the reason why we're family.
I kind of got the impression that they like
It's your
somehow
fault we're
traveled
here.
back in time. Like somehow they were some kind of weird experiment or accident that happened.
Because he was like, you know why we're here. It's your fault.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
she's some cosmic problem.
And I'm
Like she's
what?
another 11. Like she's 12 or something. You know, it's kind of
But basically they escaped her dad.
yeah.
You know, so like they're there because your mom doesn't want you to have a relationship with your dad.
Yeah.
So that's a divorced family.
Yeah.
That is a dynamic that is real.
Oh yeah. I
So
know.
so if you delve
I've been that guy.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
delve deeper, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
So even though it's annoying that's just what it turned out.
But it does take place in the 80s, which the 80s it was more not more prevalent, but more weird. Like it was stranger at that point.
Yeah, well,
It was one of those Stranger Things.
it's
All week.
It's because it's you know not the all inclusive family. You know back then it's like you know hate on hate or whatever or everybody's in their face. You know more brutal.
Yeah.
Not this.
I think you were a little rough on the beef last night, Ward.
Yeah. But it was more towards real life. You know.
That's what she said.
Speaking of real life, though, I do want to point out Amber's favorite part of this. When Billy or whatever his name is shows up at
Oh yeah.
what's
Yeah.
his name's mom's house,
Yeah.
and she's like,
forgot
"Oh,
about-
why?"
I was like, I was
nice.
thinking. Okay, so in my head, I'm finally thinking, finally a nude scene. Like
I know.
like,
This is what I want to say. The funny part was in Beyond Stranger Things, they talked about the book she was reading, and if you look at in the tub,
Yeah.
the cover
Almost
of the
looks like
book,
him.
the cover of the book looks just like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
It's
it was kind of a
hilarious.
Fabio with a mullet kind of thing.
That was the best part.
Oh, it was
romance
great.
novel.
Were you supposed to
I
eat
just thought that whole scene was
yeah, it was
hilarious.
awesome.
And he's just
He's
laying
eating
it
a
on
cookie.
thick. and
Yeah.
She's like,
Well, and I like it is because in the 80s there were a lot of movies where like the young guy hits on the mom.
That's pretty much
Like,
from the
that's in a lot
Graduate
of movies.
forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just liked it was like a little nod.
And Kim Cattrall did that a few times in a few movies and a few
Yeah.
others. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was pretty cute. I thought that was neat.
seeing like I was telling him like that guy, like that character, that kind of guy, like I do not find that attractive at all. like just the asshole. Like
I gotta tell you though, when I was that era,
Oh,
Those were the
the
dudes,
kid with the
though.
Camaro
Those were
and the
No.
hair like that,
No.
totally.
Well,
No,
did you
I'm
did
not
you
into
hear
that at all.
did
Your
you
brother.
hear me at my aunt's house? Yeah,
Yep.
my brother got a Camaro.
That was his brother.
That guy was my brother. Except for my brother wasn't a dick. He was actually a pretty.
He was a
cool
nice guy, but still, that was
But
him.
I'm like, that's my brother right there. You know, like
But like, I just don't get it. I don't get the appeal.
And that leads us into don't getting. That I think that brings us around to Sean Astin. Now,
Do you don't get the character? Or you don't?
I get the character. Sean was perfect. The problem, what I'm getting is that Winona Ryder. Now, dated a few single moms in my day. They tend to look for a type, or that type is usually the opposite of whatever knocked them up.
right.
And or the opposite of whoever the bad boy is, which in Winona Ryder's case I think is the cop. He was kind of the bad boy. There's a history there that they've never gotten
so tell
into.
me,
Right, but that's not.
But she went with Sean as the extreme opposite.
What?
The nicest guy you could possibly find.
But hey, if you watch season 1,
Yeah.
the dad, the father of them is being portrayed.
He's an asshole. Yeah.
He's an asshole.
Yeah. And she's overcompensating by dating Mr.
Right.
Magoo.
No, we all
I
want.
wouldn't say overcompensating. I mean, sometimes.
You learn your lesson.
But we do want to know what the history is between Winona
I do
and
too.
the cop.
But I still love that. Bob, I said no questions. Okay.
Well,
Because
I don't even think that was a question. I think it was those two were like king queen of the high school, but they just if you look at like the Breakfast Club,
This is very much, yeah.
you know, I wouldn't say that they were Judd Nelson and what's her name,
Molly Ringwald.
Molly Ringwald. They were more like Emilio Estevez and Molly Ringwald. They were both popular.
Oh, the actual father.
Yeah, they would hang out like at parties, but then they would go their separate ways.
See, but I was the Sean Astin guy, and so I get the other side of that. The neat thing I thought in the interviews, Sean Astin talks about, I don't care if you keep me on for 2 episodes or 5 seasons. I want to do something heroic, and I want a good death.
Yeah.
And that he did.
They did that.
And I knew, right?
I knew he was gonna die.
As soon as he turned and smiled at Winona Ryder, I was like, oh, he's
Watch
fucking
out.
dead.
He's
you
dead.
guys watch how
What,
I knew
did she
he was gonna
poop?
die.
Bella just made the biggest, longest fart I've ever heard in my life. It was nasty. And
Maybe I should play it back and see if I heard it.
It smells like corn puffs. I gotta take her to
I
potty.
knew that he was gonna die when he wanted to go with them.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, all right, he's done.
But I think he was a good addition to the season. I
He
think he
was.
really was cool.
Let's go potty.
You know, my Monty is trying to get him and Corey Feldman just kind of do the Goonies thing and whatnot. And I've already figured it out. If he gets Sean Astin for one of these cons, and I want to go talk to him, but do like what we were going to do with Timothy Zahn. I don't want to talk to him about Lord of the Rings. I don't want to talk about Goonies. I don't even want to talk about Stranger Things. I want to talk about 51st Dates.
Yes.
Sean Astin
Yes.
and 51st Dates.
Yes.
No. See, I want to go even
Or
worse than that.
Encino Man.
No, Encino Man. that's
Yeah.
good. But I want to go with when he was a kid, and the movie that he did with Kevin Bacon, when he goes out in the wilderness and learns how to camp and stuff like that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
God, what was that?
But either way, if we beat him,
Yeah.
I don't. Because everyone wants to talk Lord of the Rings. Everyone wants to talk Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I want to get something off.
Yeah,
And
and
center.
that's-
He wasn't the kid in the hatchet, was he?
No,
No.
I don't even know what that.
Are you talking about the rafting movie or the?
Yes.
The one with Meryl Streep.
No.
And I have
Oh,
no
you don't know what
idea.
the hatchet is? That was
Because Meryl Streep did the one with Kevin Bacon. That was the rafting movie, where Kevin was the bad guy.
No. This is
No.
is like Sean Astin was like 10,
Well, he was
shit.
only
Yeah.
12 in Goonies.
and
So
this is Kevin Bacon's like before, or was it before Footloose or just after Footloose?
Wow, that.
Yeah, it was
Footloose
on. It was on
86,
KPTV.
Well, he was in-
87.
wow, okay. You haven't found it yet.
Hang on.
But man, when he said Sean Astin, I got
Whitewater
excited.
Summer.
You can have that popcorn if you want.
Whitewater Summer.
Whitewater Summer.
Okay, we need to watch that trailer.
Okay.
It's so much.
This was right after the Goonies.
We can trade again. Oh, now I can have that popcorn? Which movie?
But Whitewater Summer. Oh, dude, Memphis Belle.
He was in Memphis Belle.
He was in Memphis Belle.
How old? He must have been like 10.
No.
1990.
Oh, I guess that was later, wasn't it? Okay, hang on. Whitewater Summer. What was he in Memphis Belle? One of the guys' kids, I'm sure.
He was Sergeant Richard Rascal Moore.
What?
Yeah, I remember him in Memphis Belle.
Damn, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie. That movie has a great cast. I
I've
forgot
never
about
seen
that.
Memphis Belle.
That was a good
Never
movie.
even heard of it.
As war movies go, it's probably one of the best
So
ones.
was Matthew Modine. He was in that movie too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he was. Courage Under Fire. I can't remember him in
Courage Under Fire?
Was he on that one too?
Yeah.
Well, everybody was in that movie. That and Few Good Men. Like, everyone was in those two movies between the two of them.
See, I remember it was one of those KPTV movies that was just on like all the time.
What's this one?
Whitewater Summer.
Never heard of it.
I don't remember it either.
Oh yeah.
Now, what was the Whitewater one where Meryl Streep was the victim and Kevin Bacon was the bad guy?
That was
Whitewater
I
Summer
think that
2.
was just Whitewater.
Whitewater Summer 2.
Maybe.
And now he's pissed.
But this had the guy from well, you'll see.
14 years. I've
Oh,
done
wow.
all kinds of games. Soccer, sailing, computer, tennis, even chess.
This unique challenge in the green outdoors.
Until this guy showed up.
Oh, yeah, we are totally asking him about
both
this.
of them.
Never slept in dirt.
Campsite's about a half mile on the other side of this gorge.
Upstairs.
God, now I want to watch this.
You'd enjoy it.
Ever see a picture of Da Vinci pitching a tent? No.
Never heard of it.
Let's talk about the really great campers.
Oh, this is classic 80s.
Oh yeah.
That synth music. That was another thing we didn't talk about with Thor Ragnarok. Did you notice the music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
80s pop rock in the space scenes and then big orchestra stuff. Ah, cliffhanger.
Put your helmet on.
What do I have to do?
Do your best.
Kevin Bacon,
How did your father ever talk you into coming this summer?
Sean Astin,
I was young. It won't happen again.
Whitewater Summer.
My choice.
Oh, sounds a lot.
No camping.
That's kind of the way I feel.
So basically, this movie is this guy. You know, he takes these kids camping every summer, right? So he's like probably like 19. Kevin Bacon's probably like this 19, 20-year-old. Takes like 5 or 6 kids camping every summer, do this whitewater rafting thing, a little adventure type thing. But he turns out to be kind of like this asshole. Like, you will do it my way, you will do it my way. And the kids like rebel against him and actually break his leg by setting a trap. They make Kevin Bacon, I mean, he's being an asshole, but he's trying to teach them. Like, he's not that bad of a bad guy once you realize that he's not that bad of a bad guy. But they're like, no, we gotta get rid of this guy and almost kill him. And basically, that's what you're like. And like in the 80s, as a kid, you're like, yeah, he's an asshole. But now as an adult, I'm like,
that's fucked up.
he's not really an asshole. He's trying to like show you a good time, you know? Like he's a dick, yes. But in the end,
Well, if you look at a lot of things in 80s movies that are totally way off base, you
Yeah.
know? Like, you get away with all that shit.
Anyways, let's go back to Stranger Things.
All right, Stranger Things. Now, Bob was an interesting character. I really think he was pivotal. I love Sean Astin's delivery in the scene where he shows up and Winona's trying to get him to figure out the map. And he just looks around and goes, wow. Like, he was just impressed. Like, he's like, he did all this by hand? He's looking around, you know? Well, if this is Lake Wabasha, I don't know.
yeah, you just suddenly
Then this
focused
is
and figured it out.
Kmart, and this is
Yeah.
she's following him around. He's like, but how did no questions, Bob? You know?
Well, I like the fact that the kid
But-
realized, oh shit, Bob was the original AV club designer.
That was cute
Well,
at
yeah.
the end, yeah.
The thing back to your thing is like, you know, the whole like, you know, she dates like whatever. It's like, you've been that guy.
Yeah, I know. I've actually been both guys.
Yeah, I've been both guys too. Like, all right, nope. Kids
I've been the fucked up guy and I've been the rebound guy.
You're right. But Bob was a great character. Just, you knew he was gonna die, and it sucked because, like I said, oh, he gets to have another Goonie adventure where he dies.
Although the Goonie jokes were funny. It's like, oh, what is that, a pirate treasure?
You're right.
Which you know is totally on the nose, but it totally works. It just made me want to watch Goonies. But his death...
Well, I pissed Claudia off because she says, well, I found some inside information. I know who's going to die. And I knew, oh, Bob's going to die.
Well, by a Bob. Anybody named Bob is dead.
And I'm like, what?
Bob
She's
from
like,
Radio
how do you
Shack.
know Bob's going to die? I was like, look, this is the dude that's gonna die.
Hell yeah.
Either that, or he's gonna be turned out the inside evil dude.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna go on either way.
I gotta tell you though, his death scene is up there with like Walking Dead. Like that was
good.
scary shit.
It was
Well,
good.
you know it was coming, and then I was like,
But it's the scene later when they're
Because, you know-
eating him
But I'm
and his
like-
body's moving
I'm
around.
like,
Oh my god.
When he
When
thinks
is it
he's
gonna
safe,
come?
You
You know,
know,
like-
he's gonna, you know he's
I mean,
gonna
when
die.
you knew that the gun was left behind, he's gonna
Yeah.
die.
It reminded me of my two favorite death scenes in movies. Final Destination, the bus.
right.
Yes.
Boom, yeah! And Deep Blue Sea with Sam
Right.
Jackson. My two favorite death scenes in movies. And this was kind of like that. Like, oh, hi, Winona. I get to fucking BAM! Here it comes. Like, oh, shit. But at the end, when they're chewing on his body and he's just twitching, that was just really freaking awesome. That was so good. But, you know, the best episode, though, the standout episode was the one that didn't have anybody else in it but Eleven.
Oh, the whole.
When she was in Chicago.
Yeah. That was a good episode.
I want more character development with her sister, quote unquote, the one with the psycho powers, the psychokinetic power, or the mind powers, and how she was kind of doing the Yoda thing on her, trying to teach her. Like, what I don't understand though is how somebody who can control what you see in your mind could possibly teach somebody how to move something with their mind physically. It seems to me like those are two different things. But
I just like the whole transformation of 11. You got to see a transformation.
Punk Rock 11.
Yeah.
You know that's going to be the next Halloween costume.
Oh,
Punker
yeah.
11.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was totally Yoda. Like, don't think about how big the train is. Just bring it to you.
I kind of wish there was more with the sister, because you saw her in the beginning.
Yeah.
The very
Very
first
beginning,
scene.
you're like, what the hell's this?
I was
Right.
like, what?
And then, like, in the middle, like, her and her gang. And then, I don't know, I was kind of expecting... I don't really want to talk about the end, but I was kind of expecting the end not to end.
But it
Didn't,
didn't.
though.
I mean, they ended at the snowball. I mean, who cares? We're spoilers. Who gives a shit?
Right. It snowballed, but I expected, like, you know, we're going to end before we go fight the big monster and then, like, have another season, like, in March, like 6 months
Well, I
later.
think that's probably what they're going to do. That's why they had the mind flare at the end looking over the gym. Like, it's
I
exactly
mean,
what they're going to do.
did she really close the gate or did she not?
I didn't expect her to close the gate. Like, I didn't expect that.
That was
quite
pretty
yet,
badass,
because it was such a short season. Like, when we turned on the last episode, we didn't expect it to be like, what? This is it?
I felt like that last scene was a combination. Which is the Friday the 13th movie with the psychic girl? Like 4 or 5. And I just bought it, but I haven't watched it yet. And it reminded me of that along with Aliens, because you got the cop with the shotgun in the background trying to keep all the little critters off, and she's trying to close the door. And that's what a great scene that was. Holy crap. But when she does the entrance though as Punk 11, when she walks in and they're like, oh, is the great. It's totally an 80s, totally show up reveal.
But at the same time, you know, when the cop says, "Can you do this?" I was expecting her to say, I need help, or I know someone.
No, she was like, yeah.
Yeah, she was like, I got this, and I'm like,
But they left that open. They could totally do that next season.
they could.
Yeah.
I was just expecting that.
They made a hint. In Beyond Stranger Things. It was Millie, and it was the kid who played the kid who was like fucked up in the first season, and now he's spitting them, whatever, the younger one, the smallest one.
Will.
Where they're
Will.
kind of questioning about Winona and the other guy kind of getting together, kind of this couple kind of thing, because everyone's talking about that. But then that means they're both going to be in the same household. And the host says, well, what happens when you guys fight? And 11 makes some joke about being telekinetic, and then she says, or maybe he's got powers too. And then waits for the pause, like, wait a minute, that would be awesome.
I don't think, and I hope that the sheriff and Winona get together. I
don't care. I
Did
just
you
don't
not
give a shit.
see the sexual tension that was going around all fucking
I don't
season?
think that.
With the cigarette?
No,
There's
'cause-
something there. And I think there'll be something there.
Between
beyond
who?
that.
Between the cop and Winona.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that last season.
Oh, yeah.
So, about the cop of Winona, it's like I remember towards the beginning of this season, like I think it's when they brought Will to the hospital or something.
Get yourself a sniff.
It was like, okay, something about mom and dad is here,
Wait a minute. You'll
Well,
eat the
Papa-
popcorn out
well-
of my hand, but
and
you
I
won't
was like,
accept the
is that
bag?
his dad? The cop?
No, but that would be interesting.
But
they're
If it
calling
is.
the
but they
cop
said
Papa.
something about like
Well, Papa's
no,
Matthew
not that
Modine.
not that Papa,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You're right.
but your mom's here and dad.
I kind of get the
was
impression
like,
that she said Bob. I have to watch it again. I don't remember.
I thought she
Because
said
Bob
dad.
says, "I'm here, buddy," and he looks at him like, "Who
it
the fuck are
wasn't-
you?"
No, not that time. Not that time.
Oh, okay.
The first time that he went.
See, that's the great thing about this show.
Not
Amber,
when he was possessed. Before.
Amber even said we need to go back before we watch the third season. We need to watch both the first and the second one again.
Okay, so is the cop dude like his dad?
Well,
I could see that.
Because
there always has been some sort of underlying suspicion of that.
right.
And they keep on referencing there's something that they have had in the past.
Right, and he's like, if you know anything with Will, you need to call me first. But like, I remember towards the beginning of this season, when the first thing happened, he said something about your mom's here and dad just got here, and I was like,
I have to watch it again.
something like that. So I was confused. I was like, wait,
What I want to know though is
they never really addressed that.
Yeah, I don't think they did either. What I'd like to know though is when are we going to talk about the character that reminds me the most of Jay? Murray, the conspiracy guy.
Oh God!
Holy fuck! Not because of the conspiracy, but because when he was fucking with them about liking each other. He's like, you know what? If I were you guys, I would cut the bullshit and share the fucking bed. And the next morning, he's like, so how was the pullout?
Oh, I see. We won't talk.
And they
about
totally
that.
did the Indiana Jones scene across the hall with the doors and everything. Oh, it's so great. I thought that was hilarious. And poor Steve with the hair. He's trying to tell him how do you do your hair? And they're doing the Stand By Me scene where they're walking out
the Farrah Fawcett
and throwing raw meat
Yes.
on either side of. I mean, how
And
surreal
if you
is
tell
that?
anybody, I'll kill you. He's
Kill
like,
you.
but 3 pumps of
The Farrah
Farrah
Fawcett
Fawcett
spray.
I was like, oh
When
my
it's
gosh.
damp, not wet, damp.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then at the end when he's like getting ready, he's like, wait, hold on one moment. He's like,
Yeah.
What's that kid's name? The little one with the hair.
I forget his name. I don't even remember his character's name.
Well, I
What's
mean
his
his character's
Darren.
name.
I don't even remember.
Which one?
Darren? No.
The little
No.
with
the lisp and
with
the
all the hair.
yeah.
Oh.
Hey.
That chick-
I love
The
him.
growl
I
is
love
so
him.
awesome. The growl stuff was
I
awesome.
love
He's
that.
He's my favorite character. I like
Well, he's
him the
everybody's.
most.
He's totally awesome.
He's the best. He's the best one. He's so funny.
I told Amber when we first watched the first season, these were my friends. These are the people I hung out with. I mean, they looked and sounded exactly like everybody I knew in school when I was a kid.